guess on the pro side, academically, it's a great place to be. Like people around you are very driven, and I guess that encourages you to focus on your studies as well. Also helps during the HSC in terms of the actual marks you get, because you might have heard this before, the better your school does, the better you do personally on your ATAR, because half your mark comes from basically your school activities. But yeah, I guess on the flip side, because everything is so academically driven, as I mentioned, everything else kind of falls by the wayside. And for better or for worse, that's just how it is. So yeah, I definitely don't like. I'm grateful that I went to a selective school because of that, like-minded individual aspect and the marks aspect. But there were some downsides as well.
100%. And you brought up a good point there actually about using your ATAR. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, for me, I know what you mean by that, and I definitely resonate with that. Can you explain that a bit more? And do you think other students sort of feel that same sort of compulsion?
Yeah, definitely. So I think it is kind of like a societal pressure. So the way uni works in Australia, for those who might not be aware, excuse me, is courses have like a ATAR cutoff point. So you have to get above a certain ATAR, whether that be 95, 98, whatever that may be, to get into that course. And so if you get a good ATAR, it often feels like you have to do those courses that have high cutoffs, because it's kind of like, wow, these are the exclusive courses. So you kind of feel pressured to go in and do those. But I think that's flawed, because ATAR cutoffs don't actually reflect how difficult that course is. It's just a supply and demand thing. The more a course is demanded compared to the supply of seats there are in that course, the higher the ATAR cutoff will be. And so it kind of becomes just like the ones that are seen as prestigious become the ones that have the highest cutoffs. And that kind of becomes like a self-reinforcing cycle. So yeah, in that sense, I kind of felt like I had to go into one of those high cutoff courses, but it's an artificial thing.